Some men are born for comfort. They seek warmth, safety, a predictable life. But others are forged from a different metal. They have a fire in their bellies, a calling for the wild, the unknown. Sir Ernest Shackleton was one of these men. He was a born leader, an adventurer to his very core. He had a dream, a massive, audacious goal that captured the imagination of the world. He planned to lead the first-ever trans-Antarctic expedition to cross the entire frozen continent on foot from sea to sea right over the South Pole. The year was 1914. Their vessel was a ship as legendary as the man who commanded her. She was named Endurance. It was the perfect name, chosen from Shackleton's family motto, "By endurance we conquer." As the Endurance pushed deeper into the Weddell Sea, the pack ice began to close in. For weeks, they fought their way south. Then, in January 1915, the Antarctic played its hand. The Endurance was stuck fast. After 10 months in its icy grip, the pressure became too much. With a series of deafening cracks that sounded like cannon fire, the ship's mighty oak timbers began to splinter and break. Shackleton gave the order to abandon ship. The Endurance was gone. With the Endurance gone, their world shrank to the size of an ice floe. They named their new home Patience Camp. Shackleton understood that this journey was more than just a physical test. It was a psychological battle. He knew that to conquer the ice, he first had to conquer the minds of his men. When they had to reduce their personal baggage, he was the first to act. He took out his gold cigarette case, dropped it in the snow, tore out a single page from the Book of Job, and left the rest behind. He broke down the old naval hierarchy. Officers and seamen worked side by side. He made sure everyone felt valued, that every job was essential to the group's survival. After 497 days on the ice, the floe finally broke apart, plunging them into the raging ocean. Shackleton made one of the most audacious gambles in exploration history. He would take the James Caird and attempt to sail 800 miles across the stormiest stretch of ocean on the planet. For 16 days, they were thrown about by hurricane-force winds and monstrous waves. They were constantly wet, constantly cold, suffering from severe frostbite and thirst. Against all odds, they made it. After 16 days of pure hell, they spotted the dark cliffs of South Georgia. The whaling stations were on the other side, separated by treacherous, unexplored, glacier-covered mountains. No one had ever crossed the interior of South Georgia before. For 36 hours straight, they marched, climbed, and scrambled. They were exhausted, hallucinating from lack of sleep, but driven by the knowledge that 22 of their comrades were counting on them. Finally, they staggered into the Stromness whaling station.